はい、こんばんは皆さん。Maptuke no channelへようこそ. Hang on. Wrong language. Sorry about that. Forget it. I've not said anything. Welcome. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another video. Today, I'm back at the garage, currently alone. I hope my friend will be back at some point. Yeah. Today, you might recognize this bottle here. Brunox. I am going to paint the REPU. Well, sort of. Right. So nothing changed except that it was shifted a little bit. But what you can see, we have Dr. Rust. You just get over here. There's actually a very nice spot over here. Here. And I like this one the most, actually. You can clearly see where people touched it, or pushing around, doing something with it. That was when we were picking it up and pushing it back in. You can see again, it was probably me holding up here. So wherever we touched it, there's already rust forming. It's just surface rust, nothing serious. But my plan is today, I will spray the whole cab with Brunox, which is a rust detergent in combination with an epoxy foundation, primer, kind of something like that. The idea is, since this cab is going to take a while until, you know what I mean. Until that all is fixed, that's gonna take a while. Now we obviously don't want this cab completely unprotected, no paint on it and so on, to take any more rust. Again, we're talking about months here, not weeks, until that's done. So we're just gonna coat it in Brunox just to make sure it doesn't build any more rust than necessary. Because that thing you can still sand away. It's not a problem when we get to weld in newer pieces. It's just protected until then. So I'm going to do that now. I will put on a time lapse so you can kind of accompany me. I'm not a big fan of time lapses, but rather boring work like that, I think it's a lot better. So we get that done. And at some point, my colleague will appear. The colleague that, he put his FD in here again. I don't know why. There's another, his E2000 over there now, and the other one is also over there. I don't know. Something is going on. I don't know what. I'll figure it out once he's here. But the plan is, once he's here, he will give me a short introduction in the shop next to his sanitary shop. They are a roof construction company. So they have all the machines we will need, like creating the bends in the metal. They have machines for all of this. And me never worked with any of these, so he's giving me a little introduction how to operate these machines. Because I'm obviously planning to be here every now and then, especially on the weekends, and start working on the sheets. Though he is mostly here on Tuesday and Thursday. Today is Thursday for me. So that's the thing why I'm here. Priming this thing will not take a long time, maybe an hour, until then he's here. And with that, we then get an introduction over there. I'll probably not continue working a lot tonight. I still have work tomorrow. And it's for me half an hour drive to go back home. But again, we'll just have a look and you'll accompany me on that task. All right, let's get the spray can, a rattle can going. And let's cover this thing in paint. All right, let's go. Alrighty, I am 2 cans down and the outside is pretty much completely covered up. Now what I noticed, I don't know how good you can tell it from the camera, but somehow, I mean, these spots, they turn purple. Purple, dark purple. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but they are purple. And I've been wondering why, or is it a coincidence that there is a very interesting sports car from Nissan that has a famous color, something purple. I think it's midnight purple. Is it coincidence that this looks almost the same? Like, is that how Nissan discovered the color? They had a rusty R32 or R32 or R33 was rusty. They covered it in paint, They covered it in rust detergent and it turned purple. Think about it, maybe. Let's carry on the inside. Alrighty, 3.5 bottles or around about 1.4 liters of Brunox in. The inside is also covered pretty much completely. I mean, there might be spots I missed a little bit here and there, but there was so much mist anyway that I trust that it will work. Yeah, inside is completely covered now as well. I found actually a bit of sand over there still. Need to get rid of that. But yeah, so the cab is inside outside except for the underside. It's now completely covered in this rust detergent. So if there's any bit of rust on there already, that would definitely get rid of it and seal it. So we should be safe on that. And the next step, I am going or attempting to work on this part here. So the plan, as my friend told me, basically is I'll start cutting out, or not cutting, but preparing this part basically, actually from here over there all the way to the front, and the way he recommends it to do it. And again, I will try to do it. I basically start with this piece since it's flat up to this channel here. Then I will try to create such a channel by bending it basically. And then I'll attempt to create this part here that goes all the way up to the sill. And yeah, so if I'm at that stage, and that's definitely not going to happen today, likely not even this week, if I'm honest. Yeah, basically the plan is that we have everything down here, that we can put them on, cut them to the right size, cut out the original, and weld in the new floor. We start with the floor because it is part of the carrying part. I don't know how to call that. It's like it's an element that keeps the cabin stiff. So by having that repaired, we hope or expect or think or whatever that this whole thing will be a bit more sturdy once we cut out the whole firewall section, not the firewall section, but the one above. Like this part up here. Basically I have to cut it here all along this seal all the way around, and then welded it back in with a new one. So that's roughly the plan. Yeah, let's see. I'm still alone, so my friend hasn't turned up yet. I'm going to wait for a bit now, and once he's here, hopefully start with that one. All right, let's get on. Alrighty, so I now prepared a metal sheet, 1 millimeter thickness. It's 60 by 40 centimeters, and it's basically the piece that's going to be in here. It's too oversized, obviously. Still, that makes perfect sense, because on the sides we will cut it or at least form it. And the idea now is I need to start measuring these distances here to these whatever bumps or whatever they're called, so that afterwards I can start forming them on this sheet as well. So I'll use it to start bending similar ones in here on the whole width, and then later on the sides we're gonna push it down again or hammer it down again and use a pipe or something to get a similar ending like here. Yeah, let's start with that. So basically the sheet will be adjacent to the ending of this bump here. So I'll start measuring. It's basically the first bump. That will be 10 centimeters, and then it goes 1.5 centimeters up. So I have 10 centimeters. Pen is almost over. Probably need a new one. This side is 1.5 up. The next bend will be 1.5 centimeters away. And this one is 2.5 deep. This one is only 1 centimeter going down, so it's smaller. Or I think it's just steeper. That's just 1 centimeter. So basically the idea is I've measured those points. It's a bit difficult to do it down here on the floor with sitting and everything. So I'm basically just putting it in there like that. And basically as soon as we are on the machine in the other shop, we have this plate where we are bending it, and then we're just putting it in there, and it will be straight as well, so it should be less of a problem. But yeah, that's the plan. Now I just need to get my colleague over here to show me how this stuff works. It's now almost 11 o'clock p.m. So I'm not sure if that will still happen today because I have work tomorrow. I also need to head home. I'll wait another 15 minutes. If he arrives, good. If not, so it will be on the weekend or somewhere next week. Alrighty, let's see what it will be. Alrighty, quick update from the car. I just met with my colleague. He's dead. He has to jump in on pulling cars off from accident sites and cars that don't run anymore. So he got stuck pulling up cars. He had to get like 4 or 5 of them off. So yeah, just met with him quickly. He's going home, he's going to bed. I'll do the same. Highly likely that I will be here on the weekend or the latest early next week, except for Monday, where I have to go and check my FD, this MOT, or I don't know what it's called in the US. I guess periodical checkup. The smog test I did today, that's done. Just need to get it tested and approved if everything is okay or not or whatever. Yeah, heading home. You will probably see this video on the weekend, where I will be working already on the next one. But next step, we're gonna learn how to bend the metal, and we'll take it from there. All right, everyone, I wish you a very nice evening, and see you soon. Take care. I'm out. Bye bye.